Adam Levine cheating on his Victoria's Secret model level wife.
Wow. Henry and Victoria, we are back. Let's get into it. Adam Levine, who's this guy?
All right, so he is famous singer in Maroon 5. If you guys listen to that, I used to.
Maroon 5. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my
Back in high school.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so he has been, I'm not sure if he's been sleeping around with other people, but anyway, he's been cheating on his wife, who is a supermodel, Victoria's Secret model. I think her name's Behati. I don't know how to say her name. But they've been married for 8 years. They've got 2 kids together. And 5 women from Instagram came forward with screenshots of things that Adam was sending them that were not appropriate. The main one that you may have heard of, her name's Sumner.
Sumner.
She was the main one that came out, and initially she had shown her friends screenshots of Adam's messages, and she thought she could trust them with keeping this large secret. But one of them,
Sumner is a problem. Adam is a problem. Okay, look. One, Adam is as cupcake as it gets, and I never listened to Maroon 5. That was kind of my thing.
It's very cupcakey.
Yeah, because you grew up in a white flag society. I grew up with the black flag, but I wasn't a listener of it. But in my research for this guy, it's very cupcake. I saw this guy's in dresses. He's got the whole, the typical Democratic stuff going on. Black Lives Matter on his post and all of that. His wife's page is very demonic, very dark material in her page and stuff like that. Be very careful about who you choose to be with, especially as a man. You need a strong man that's able to lead you, not a man that is going to submit to you. Because as a woman, you are going to change and fluctuate depending on emotions and all that stuff by design. Facts. And that's fair. Now, let's get to Sumner. Sumner comes out with this exposure, right? And the first thing in her video that she says is, I'm, messing with I was messing with a married man that was dating a Victoria's Secret model. Yeah. Why would you say that?
That eliminates it.
Why would you say that it was a Victoria's Secret model? So I did a little digging.
Okay. What'd you scoop up?
Now, apparently in the circles of Sumner, her ex-friends and stuff, she's a marketing major or had a major in marketing, right? So now she's coming out with this stuff. All of a sudden, she's just coming out with this stuff. Oh, this guy, I feel, here's a trigger word, I feel exposed.
I feel manipulated.
Big words, right? So people run around playing with those words and stuff like that. You don't play around with those words. I feel manipulated. You know what you were doing. Yeah. You knew you were sleeping with a married man. Right. And what people don't understand, I want people to understand this real clear. Even if she is not in a relationship, she's still cheating because she's messing with a person that is in a relationship. That is still cheating.
Now, wait. What do you say to her claim of, I didn't know he was married. He led me on to believe that their marriage was ending and that things were not good kind of thing?
No, that is the typical thing that you would hear right now. If you go out and you find, right, you thicker than gumbo.
Well, thank you.
Yes, you are. You lucky these cameras on.
Gumbo or Dumbo?
Dumbo's an elephant.
I know.
Oh my goodness, man. If you went out right now and just started talking to just random people, right? Because people will look at you like, oh man, this woman is fine, right? You know what they'll tell you? Things at home are not right. And I'm about to leave her 100% of the time. And this woman wants to contribute it to her being young and youthful and not as popular yet. Saying, I just feel manipulated by this whole thing. No, you knew what you were doing. You were seeking attention. You got the attention. And then you want to say, I sent screenshots out to people that I trusted. One, Why would you send screenshots out of that?
Yeah.
You know what you were doing.
You know, another reason she claims to be manipulated is because she had just moved to LA and she felt she was being taken advantage of because she was new to LA and therefore did not know of Adam's marriage.
Right. So if you're messaging somebody, was it on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
You're messaging somebody on Instagram and you don't even look at their page. And this dude has his wife and kids and all this stuff all through this page, but you're telling me, oh, I was just messaging him, but I don't look at the page.
And this went on for a year.
Supposedly.
Yeah. And supposedly she once she realized that he is still married, he is going to stay married, then she broke it off with him. And then that's when Adam came back and said in her DMs. In the DMs. Okay, serious question. I'm having another baby. And if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You cool with that? Dead serious.
A boy named Sumner.
A boy named Sumner.
Now we go back to Adam. And Adam hadn't been the same since Eve. I'm just saying, man. Look, that's that cupcakeness that I'm talking about. That's that sweet syrup that I'm talking about. If it's a boy, you would name your son Sumner.
No.
What's your son's name? Barbara. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And Adam cannot be excused of any of this stuff. Now, in Adam's defense, he's saying that there was no physical, actual cheating in that regard, but it was texting and messaging that were just off kilter and all this type stuff.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do believe it. Considering Sumner and how she is, I believe that he's probably telling the truth, maybe. Wouldn't make a difference either way.
There were still 4 other ones.
And then, you got to throw in the other ones and all this type stuff. And usually what happens in these situations is that you're messaging, you're texting and all this type stuff. And then it gets to a point where usually the man will say, you know what? This is not worth it. I want to stay with my wife. Boom, everything goes haywire. You gonna stay with your wife after all we've been through? I've been sending you pictures of this cougar and all of this type stuff, and now you want to stay with your wife. I thought things weren't working out. Blah 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 blah. All this type stuff starts to go crazy, right? Then it's like, oh well, you know what? If you want to leave me, then how about you throw an extra $5? You Maroon 5 guitar player, singer guy that's got all these Grammys and awards and all over social media and everybody loves you with 15 million followers. Give me something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then if you don't do that, then it's the whole exposure and all of this type stuff that usually comes with that. Then all of these other women that are in this that have been quiet say, hey, wait a minute. Money's is about to start flowing, lawsuits and all this stuff. He may pay her hush money. Then you know what? Oh, look at me, look at me. He Maroon 5'd me too. I seen his little maroon all in his pants. I seen it. All of that type of stuff starts to happen.
I feel like maybe there was a sense of jealousy because apparently all these screenshots from all these different women that they're now putting out, Adam kept mentioning, like, I'm about to have a baby. Like, I'm about to have a baby soon. I'm about to have a baby soon. Do you feel any type of way about, like, why are you telling all these side chicks, like, yeah, I'm about to have a baby by my wife? Like, why?
Like, why would he do that? Maybe to try to clear the space, or maybe trying to, like I said, end things. Maybe he's trying to end things with those people. Maybe, I don't know what the situation is. Still,
even if you are trying to end something, naming your baby after your mistress, like now that, why would you place that curse on a child's head? Well, now that kid has to grow up, like. Again,
that goes to being a man, right? That's a very foul thing to even think about, a foul thing to even do. And at the same time, when you're dating and marrying these celebrities, there's a lot that you have to open up to. Because these celebrities are out there a lot. They're on the road a lot. Most of them are cheating and living double lives and all this type of stuff. There's a lot in there. And then you also factor in the fact that his wife was a Victoria's Secret model. So her being, her existence was all based on her physical appearance.
Very true.
He got with her physical experience. So then you put yourself in space to be with a man that will always be seeking a physical experience. You understand?
Yeah.
And because of that whole space, it creates dangers and all of that type of stuff. You know
I
what
agree, because I know we co-sign with the fact that whenever you see a man and his wife is on social media half naked, which obviously his wife always is, we all know.
Yeah.
Behati, what she looks like. Just like last episode, Brittany Renner, you know, all these ladies.
You know the rule.
Yep.
If she is half naked on social media, she is fully naked spiritually. And if you look at even at his wife, you can see it in her countenance, and she's got a lot of, like I said, demonic activity and stuff like that on her page. It's an ugly world to be in. Then California? I think they're in California, right? California, I think, look, if you're in California, man, you need to just move. Just move out of California, man. That's an ugly thing.
This is not a drill.
Yeah, but that's a sad situation altogether for Adam and his family. Obviously, we'll be praying for him and stuff like that, but that's a sad situation. And Sumner and all these other women that are now coming out of the woodworks, all that stuff, that's a very dangerous game to be in, because when you cheat, you got to understand that it's when you lay with trash, you will eventually start to stink and reek of it, right? You know, if you lay with trash, then eventually you'll come home smelling like trash.
Right.
And then it will affect your wife. It will affect your children. It will affect yourself. It'll affect your friends, your career, everything, because you chose to lay down and be in trash.
Right. All right, guys, that's it for this show. Stay tuned for the next one. As usual, we're going to have hot content for you. Henry, what do they need to do?
I don't know what they need to do. Don't subscribe, I'll tell you that.
Don't do that.
No, you'd be crazy if you subscribe to this channel.
That'd be
getting
the
all
dumbest
these
thing you did today.
alerts and knowing what we do. We got shorts too. We got shorts.
Yeah, we do have shorts videos.
Yeah, and jeans. Shorts and jeans.
Goodbye, people.
Y'all have a good one, man.